भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening and welcome to Bharati News. I am Shweta Arora Malhotra. Look at the biggest news of the day. Here is the national news first. Trinamool Congress MP Abhishek Banerjee has distanced the party from the debate on the reliability of EVMs fueled by the Congress. The recent walks of Congress regarding EVMs have become more frequent, especially after the party suffered losses in assembly elections in Haryana and Maharashtra. The party has been questioning the credibility of these election machines as tampered and targeted manipulations in the election process. Banerjee dismissed the allegations as baseless and asked the so-called complainants to present evidence to the Election Commission. Banerjee called the claims of EVM tampering random statements and stated that those questioning the machines should demonstrate how they could be hacked. If there are concerns about the EVMs, they should show a demonstration to the Election Commission, Banerjee said. He further explained that if proper procedures are followed during EVM randomization, mock polls and the counting process, there is no room for allegations of tampering. He emphasized that booth workers are thoroughly involved in verifying the EVMs, which ensures the credibility of the process. The TMC leader has said that those still harboring doubts about the possibility of EVM manipulation should report their evidence to the Election Commission or start a movement to air their concerns. Making random statements does not help address the issue, said Banerjee. Just after an image of her carrying a handbag with Palestine written on it went viral, inviting criticism from the BJP and the others, Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra issued her first statement and asked them to do something over the ethnocides on Hindus in Bangladesh, talk to Bangladesh government and not say stupid things. Tell them to do something over the ethnocides on Hindus in Bangladesh. Earlier in the day, Priyanka Gandhi, in a show of support for the people of Palestine, carried a bag to parliament that had Palestine emblazoned on it. The Congress General Secretary has been raising her voice against Israel's action in Gaza and expressing solidarity with Palestinians. Gandhi was seen carrying a handbag emblazoned with the word Palestine and Palestinian emblems, including a watermelon seen as a symbol of Palestinian solidarity. 11 Indians killed in Georgia's mountain resort due to carbon monoxide poisoning. The police started an investigation under Article 116 of the Criminal Code of Georgia, which implies negligent manslaughter. The Indian mission in Georgia confirmed that 11 Indian nationals were among the 12 people found dead at a restaurant in the mountain resort of Gudori. As per initial reports, deaths were likely caused by carbon monoxide poisoning. Georgia's Ministry of Internal Affairs said in a statement that no signs of injuries or signs of violence were detected in an initial inspection. Georgia's Ministry of Internal Affairs confirmed that the bodies of all victims were found in the bedrooms on the second floor of a restaurant in Godari. All victims were found in the bedrooms on the second floor of a restaurant in Gudori. The victims, employees of the same Indian restaurant, are believed to have died due to carbon monoxide poisoning, likely caused by a power generator placed in a closed space near the bedrooms. Preliminary investigation suggests the generator was turned on after the power supply was cut off on Friday night. The police have initiated an investigation under Article 116 of Georgia's Criminal Code, which covers negligent manslaughter. A forensic medical examination has been ordered to determine the exact cause of death. Investigations are ongoing with the forensic experts and police actively conducting interviews with the individuals connecting to the case. Germany Chancellor Olaf Scholz loses confidence vote. Early elections expected in February. Germany faces early elections on 23rd February 2024 after Chancellor Scholz loses a confidence vote, with President Steinmeier to decide on dissolving parliament within 21 days. Chancellor of Germany Olaf Scholz faced political dismay Monday, being unable to win a confidence vote in the German federal parliament. Scholz, head of a minority government, counted only 2,007 lawmakers in the 733-seat lower house against 394 voting against him, while 116 abstained. This sample size means he is far from the required 367 votes for a majority. The Scholz government had been weakened ever since after the collapse of his three-party coalition in November due to a serious disagreement on reviving Germany's economy, which saw the finance minister being fired. So here comes the business news. Wholesale inflation eases to 1.89% in November. Food prices decline. The wholesale inflation declined in the month of November. The food inflation also eased this month mainly due to the reduction in the prices of the vegetables. However, potato prices continue to be high. In a big relief for the consumers, the wholesale inflation eased to 1.89% in November. Food prices, especially vegetables, turned cheaper as per the government data released on Monday. The wholesale price index-based inflation was 2.36% in October 2024. However, it still remains high as compared to the November 2023. Maggi, the beloved 2-minute noodles cherished by millions in India, may soon become more expensive. This price change is likely to take effect from January 1, 2025. Switzerland had decided to suspend the most favored nation clause from January 1, 2025 under the double taxation avoidance agreement with India. This clause came in the year 1994. Withdrawal of MFN status will have a direct impact on Swiss companies. These companies may now have to pay up to 10% tax on dividends received from Indian income sources, which is less now. Now, Nestle, the parent company of Maggi brand, is also a Swiss company. If the tax burden on Nestle increases, it can increase the prices of its products, one of which is Maggi. However, the company has not said anything about increasing the prices yet. So here comes our sports news. FIFA confirmed the host nations for the Men's World Cup 2030 and 34 on Saudi Arabia, who recorded the highest ever bidding ratings earlier this month, were selected to host the 2034 edition as a sole nation, while Spain, Portugal and Morocco will co-host the 2030 edition. Saudi Arabia were the only nation to bid for the 2034 slot, as FIFA maintained its continent rational policy for the bidding process. Australia expressed their interest earlier but never officially filed the bid. The Federation International Football Association Council held a virtual extraordinary FIFA Congress meeting to make several announcements on Wednesday. The world governing body also announced the dates and slots for the 2027 Women's World Cup and FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2025. Brazil will be hosting the 2027 Women's World Cup from June 24 to July 25, while the Under-17 World Cup will take place in Qatar from November 5th. That concludes our news bulletin for today. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned to Bharti News for continuous coverage and more updates. Wishing you a very good evening ahead. Thank you.